Welcome back to our northern Vietnam adventure. If you've been following along, you know we have been absolutely blown away by the Ha Long Bay on land. We've rode through the caves of Trang An, stood in awe at the massive Bai Dinh Pagoda, and cycled through the rice paddies of Tam Cat. But today, we are touching the very foundation of Vietnam. We are at the Hoa Lu Ancient Capital, the country's first ever capital city. It's a massive complex, the sun is out in full force today, and we've got a lot of ground to cover. So, grab your water, pop that umbrella open, and let's explore the 10th century heart of Vietnam.
Now, before we get into the what to see, let's talk logistics. Hoa Lu is open daily from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and the entrance fee is incredibly budget-friendly at just 20,000 VND, which is less than $1. Because this is a sacred site, remember the dress code: shoulders and knees must be covered. It is a very spread-out complex with limited shade between the main temples, so when I say bring an umbrella, I'm not just talking about rain. The heat can be intense here, but the historical payoff is worth every step. The history here is legendary. Back in the 10th century, this wasn't just a quiet park, it was a fortified citadel. After defeating 12 warring factions and unifying the country, King Dinh Tien Hong chose this spot in 968 AD because the towering limestone mountains acted as a natural wall against invaders. He named the country Dai Co Viet. Today, the two most important spots you'll visit are the temples dedicated to King Dinh and his successor, King Lu Dai Han. As you walk through the East Gate, you'll see the Dragon Bed, a massive, intricately carved stone slab that served as a royal seat. The craftsmanship from over 1,000 years ago is just mind-blowing.
Stepping inside the temple of King Dinh Tien Hong, you are immediately enveloped by an atmosphere of ancient reverence and intricate craftsmanship. As you enter the darkened sanctuary, the air is heavy with the scent of burning incense, leading your eyes to the central altar where a majestic bronze statue of King Dinh Tien Hong sits enthroned. The interior is a masterpiece of traditional Vietnamese architecture, featuring thick wooden pillars and crossbeams finished in deep red and shimmering gold lacquer. Surrounding the king are smaller altars dedicated to his sons, all adorned with symbolic offerings, traditional fans, and ceremonial weapons that reflect the martial spirit of the Dinh dynasty. Just a short walk away is the Temple of King Li. While it looks similar to King Dinh's temple, the energy here is different. King Li was the founder of the early Li dynasty and is celebrated for defending the country against the Song dynasty.
Beyond his military genius, King Li Dai Han was a visionary leader who stabilized the nation during a period of immense fragility. What makes him truly special in Vietnamese history is his rise from a commander-in-chief to a monarch. He took the throne not out of a desire for power, but out of a necessity to protect the sovereignty of the young nation after the Dinh lineage faltered. He is famously credited with orchestrating the decisive victory against the Song invaders in 981 AD, utilizing the rugged terrain of northern Vietnam to his advantage. Inside the temple, you'll see that he is honored alongside Empress Duong Van Na, a powerful historical figure who famously handed over the dragon robe of the Dinh dynasty to Li Hon to ensure the country had a strong leader in a time of war. His reign marked a golden era of agricultural development and the promotion of Buddhism, establishing a legacy of a warrior king who was equally devoted to the prosperity and spiritual well-being of his people. As you step further into the sanctuary of the Temple of King Li, you will notice that the architectural detail is even more intricate than its predecessor, specifically preserved in the post-Li dynasty style. The interior is divided into three main compartments: the front hall, the incense burning house, and the back sanctuary. Look closely at the wooden beams overhead. They are adorned with exquisite carvings of dragons, phoenixes, and stylized clouds, which symbolize the celestial power of the emperor.
While the main entrance requires a ticket, there is a local secret that many budget travelers use to enter the complex for free. This entrance is located near the back of the Nha Tru Pagoda, which is situated just a short walk away from the primary temple cluster. Because the ancient capital is a vast, open-air site integrated with the local village of Truong Yen, many of the smaller side paths leading in from the residential areas or the surrounding fields do not have formal ticket booths. Just a short distance from the temples, you will find the natural landmark most closely tied to the king's legacy, Mai Yin Mountain, or also called Mount Saddle. Rising approximately 200 meters, 650 feet, above the valley floor, this limestone hill gets its name from its unique shape, which resembles a horse's saddle, low in the middle and rising at both ends.
To reach the top, you must climb a steep stone staircase of 265 steps. The effort is well worth it, as the mountain is home to the tomb of King Din Tian Hong. Legend says the king chose this magnificent and dangerous mountainous terrain specifically for its defensive advantages, and following his death in 979 AD, he was buried at the summit to eternally overlook his kingdom. From this height, you are rewarded with a breathtaking panoramic view of the entire Hoa Lu complex, the winding rivers, and the lush rice paddies that make this region so iconic. As the sun begins to dip lower behind those stunning limestone peaks, we're officially calling it a day here at Hoa Lu. It has been an incredible journey walking through the echoes of Vietnam's first kingdom, but after all that exploring under the heat, we've had to find a bit of shade and break for some much-needed fresh coconut water. There is truly nothing like a cold coconut to recharge your batteries while waiting for our grab car to arrive.
Thanks for watching, stay hydrated, and we'll see you in the next one.